thousands of people on a regular basis, but not for long. Ampol proudly on the gristle, and we're doing the rock and richest thing. Our artiste today is UB40. UB40 is the act to listen for. Remember, it's worth $1,000 if you get through on 365-8000. Thank you, Mel.
Thanks, Dougie.
Cheers, darling.
Bye.
Happy pumping. We'd like you to wish the boys well, too. I know we sent faxes to them in the UK. They were thousands of miles from home, and they needed a bit of a rev-up. I think after the astonishing violence of the Waratah game last weekend, it'd probably be nice to give them a rev-up now. Even though they're in camp at the Park Royal in Wollongong, I still would like you to send them a fax. We're going to do that. Why don't you? We've had so many faxes here. We know that there are about 1 billion fax machines in Sydney. People requesting bits and pieces from the last 11 years of the Doug Mulray Show. If all of those faxes ran hot today and vibed the Wallabies up on 042 291 705, then I think it would give them a little bit of an edge. The crowd cheering, yeah, that's a good thing. But the faxes would be nice in advance. So I'll give you the number again. It's 042 291 705. 042 291 705. That is a direct fax line to the Wallabies camp in Wollongong. They're going to have a tough game on the weekend. The All Blacks are certainly worthy adversaries, and we want them to come out on top. So a bit of psych.
Yep.
Not a particularly expensive move. 042 291 705. Fax the Wallabies. Tell them you want them to win. While we're talking about doing things for the Wallabies, we can do something for Kernsey. Kernsey came up to us after lunch and said that he had a particular favourite that he would like playing in the last couple of days of the Doug Mulray Show. And this is it for Kernsey and the rest of the boys in Wollongong at the moment.
You, from the House of Gloria. Gloria's all-time great Rugby Union Sounds album. Yes, Rugby Union. Men in pursuit of excellence, men in pursuit of perfection, men in pursuit of each other. I'm proud to bring you 100 of my favourite sounds from the Rugby Union Fields of Glory. Who can forget the sound of bodies slapping together in a tackle, or 32 thighs rubbing together in a rugby scrum? Although I never will, not even under torture, the Lord willing. Rugby Union is a game of family values and purity. And as everyone knows, cleanliness is next to godliness. So what album of Rugby Union sounds would be complete without the sound of 15 beefy men in a shower? Buy Gloria's all-time great Rugby Union Sounds album this month and receive absolutely free my best-selling book, 100 Great Botties I Have Slapped with a Wet Towel. Rugby Union, the game they play in heaven. And in Hurstville.
7:24, 13 degrees in the city. Sun's up. We're going to get 21 degrees later today. All right. Oh. Oh. This is very strange. A gun's the last resort for a phantom agent. Oh. Why, Laws? I am from Okotoro. You see, we didn't think we would be able to live without the phantom agents, and they're gone and significantly forgotten. All media things must pass. Oh, George Harrison, where is he when you need him? Probably stoned. At 21 minutes to 8 is the time, and it's time to unwrap and inflate the pneumatic sports reporter, Franco Vincenzo Movizio, who's pretty excited. He's on his way to Barcelona at someone else's expense. Hey, it's a great business to be in. Stand by for a great big mighty.
Yo, matey!
Oh.
G'day, Mullows.
How are you, son?
Good, how are your wobbly bits?
I beg your pardon?
Well, wearing lycra this morning. Is that
Yes.
lycra outfit you're wearing?
This is my full lycra bodysuit, extra large women's.
The quick exit lycra suit, is it?
It's so that I can bolt out of here without being photographed.
Yes.
I've been trying to avoid harassment, Frank. It's not easy.
I know.
Do you know we've been exhorting people to fax the Wallabies in Wollongong?
Yes, I heard you raving about that earlier. What's that fax number again?
Why are the Wallabies in Wollongong? That's what we're saying. Why are the Wallabies...
I do know the reason for that.
The fax number 042 291 705. 042 291 705. A message of inspiration for our own Wallabies, the world champion rugby union
world
side,
champion Wallabies,
who
that's
are
right.
going to play their hardest match in some time, well, probably since the World Cup, on the weekend.
Yes, I was actually talking to Campo yesterday, and he was saying that the boys are pumped up for this one. There's a huge change in attitude as far as the players go going into this game, as there was going into the Scotland game, and the boys are, looking to put in a big one. Unfortunately, there is the flu going through the camp at the moment. I know Michael Liner was bedridden yesterday. There's Slattery, Farr Jones, and Herbert also been struck down with the virus.
I don't think Nick's got the flu. I think he's just got a hangover. Wednesday's lunch was a big one. I must actually take this opportunity to thank Nick. He sent my son James a Wallaby jersey yesterday. James' dog died, and he was very distressed about it, and Nico sent him a gift of a Wallaby jersey, which was lovely. He's a nice bloke.
Oh, I bet that cheered young James, was it?
He slept in it.
Did he?
With Wet-X, world's most absorbent cloth. Well, there he goes. Out to answer the phones. You want to go to Barcelona, courtesy of Mars, the official confection? Ring now. It's Barnsley at 16 to 8.
Say hello loudly.
Hello, how's it going?
Not too bad. What's your name, idiot?
Matt Godbold.
Matt Godbold.
Absolutely.
Are you safe there, Matt?
Very safe.
Yeah? Abseiling is a safe sport.
So they say.
7 out of 10 people who survive it say so.
Those are the 7 that say so.
And who are you here on behalf of?
Special delivery from Bob and Pete's.
From Bob and Pete's.
Bob and Pete's croissants.
Oh, Bob and Pete's croissants. Oh, yes, of course. Over the years, they've sent us many croissants on all those French holidays, like Bastille Day, and they're back again today. Will we open that up, Reggie?
Yeah,
Hang on, there's a bottle coming down on another robe.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, this is appalling. Thank you. Reverend Dr. Doug et son entourage magnifique. Cher oncle, qu'est-ce que nous pouvons faire? Le petit déjeuner sans le Reverend Doctor sera comme la révolution sans la guillotine, ou les croissants sans Bob and Pete.
Tish, that's French.
Yeah.
Oh, kiss my arm. You big hairy buffet. Merci mille fois pour les mémoires uniques, humoristiques et dégoûtants. Nous pleurons à votre départ. Voici, comme d'habitude, un petit cadeau de Bastille, mais cette fois, c'est un peu plus tôt. Au revoir, vieil ami de la radio, et bonne chance. Nous espérons que nous verrons bientôt votre visage joli à la télévision. Nous sommes toujours à votre service. Bob and Pete. I'm sorry. Robert et Pierre. Bob Yates and Peter Dawson. Listen, guys, thank you very much. Of course, you guys were involved with the Steve Gilpin benefit. I know Bob and Pete were largely the energy behind that, and I think that's fantastic. And I appreciate you guys going to all this trouble. Are you going to come in here or go down there?
I might want to back up.
You're going to go back up?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was one of the Abseiling's potentials. You could actually what?
We can, back up.
Yeah, so you're going to go back up. I'd actually like to see you go down. Nobody's gone down in this studio for
That's not what I've heard.
a couple of days. There's been a lot of sickness. Well, you make your choice. It's been fantastic to see you. Wave to the people on the freeway. Wave to the there we are, and the people on the freeway wave. Au revoir. Bonjour. What a maniac. Seriously, ladies and gentlemen, in case I haven't conveyed the picture to you, we are in an office tower that's 25 floors high. It's a sheer drop to the pavement below, and this gentleman in French attire, with his foot in a strap, I'm just watching him now as he organises himself, has come down the outside of the building, reminiscent of a Hollywood comedy movie circa 1920. Pardon me for being distracted, but I'm distracted. And he's now just dangling there on the end of a rope that might be a quarter of an inch thick. And he's having trouble with his gear.
Yeah, that's good. He could be here for some time. Well, I hope he is, rather than the other one.
Oh, thank you. Here's a flash from the newsroom. It's actually a farce. We've all been cruelly deceived. He's Batman.
Skip, how come you're limping like that? And what happened to your head? You what? You played Great Britain in the footy, and they thrashed you. But I thought you said they were a bunch of Clancy's. And I thought you said you were going to punish them. And I thought...
Moving up to 7 to 8, the report of an accident, Razorback Mountain near Picton. The ambulance called to that one. Trains and ferries running to time. Our cher ami, who dropped down the outside of the building, is now out of sight. And I think that's for the best.
Yeah.
Isn't it disturbing watching somebody dangling on the edge of a precipice? There's something about all of us, I guess, that is revolted by that cliff edge thing, you know, and seeing somebody dangling It was suspended only by a nylon rope. It's appalling. He climbed back up, by the way. He didn't descend. He climbed back up by sliding a loop up, stepping in it, taking the pressure off with his arms, then sliding the loop up again. These guys are heroes or maniacs, I'm not sure which. Reggie, did you have an anecdote to contribute?
I was just going to say, there's one thing I missed out on, and I'm glad I did.
Yes, it's too late to get you to
Yes.
Abseiling now. We've only got one day.
We had a couple of faxes for Abseiling, you know.
Yes. I mean, he wouldn't have to go anywhere. We could use the same rope.
We could just-
No!
You wouldn't even have to go anywhere. You
Nah.
wouldn't have to drive any distance. Think of
Nah.
the money you'd save on
Nah.
petrol, Reg. And there's tomorrow. We still have a day left to achieve it.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
Sounds good.
We'll leave him alone.
Yeah.
We'll leave him
Oh,
alone.
yeah.
6 minutes to 8 is... We might leave him alone. 6 minutes to 8 is the time, and we've had numerous requests for Derwent, the work experience baby. Do you remember Derwent, the work experience baby? He came in here, his nappy, and left nasty little trails everywhere. Derwent was an appalling lad who came to fame really on the midday show.
Yeah.
We showed a picture of Derwent, you'll remember. Derwent really had the most remarkable appendage for a baby.
Oh, I'd say.
You're familiar with the expression, cut me off at the knees and call me tripod. It was coined for Derwent. I might tell you that we took that photograph in and revealed it on the midday show, much to Ray Martin's chagrin, and while we were there, they stole it.
Somebody nicked it, yeah.
Somebody at Channel 9 stole the photograph, which is a shame. We don't have any visual memory of Derwent. We don't really have many recorded memories of Derwent because most of his appearances were live. He did appear in one anti-ad. This is it. I hope this will appease the guys who wanted to hear Derwent. It's all we've got left. This is Derwent.
Hello.
He's a dentist's son.
Oh.
Good morning, Derwent. Now, what kind of toothbrush do you think a dentist gives his own son?
Oh.
The same toothbrush he's been using for years. What a lousy bastard.
A lousy bastard.
You'd think that a dentist would earn enough to buy his son a toothbrush of his very own, maybe with his little initials on it and that, but he won't even cough up enough money to give his son a pair of pants to wear on national television.
Bastard.
Derwent.
Mulray FM.
Ship of Fools, we're playing this for the assembled company. It's 4:08 now. Guys from Bankstown Helicopters. We were having a fantastic lunch, as always, at the Minar
Oh, lovely.
in the city. And there was a call for me.
Oh,
And Vinod, our charming host, came over and he said, "Oh, good God, Mr. Mulray, I do not like to interrupt your lunch, but I am afraid there is a telephone call from you from a Mr. Mark." And I thought, Mark, I don't know. And well, it could be Mark Warren, perhaps, but he wouldn't know I was here. So I went to the phone. I answered the phone, and this guy said, "So, think you're pretty comfy down there having lunch with all your mates?" So, beg your pardon, sir? "Think you're having a pretty good time? There you are abandoning us in 2 bloody days and you're out on the piss." I said, "Beg your pardon, sir. You have me at a disadvantage." It was a listener who'd seen us in the restaurant as he walked past and was resentful. He felt that we were depriving him of a service. Therefore, he would cause me some discomfort by getting me up from the table to go and answer the phone to receive telephonic abuse. Mark, he's with the Navy. And I'm sure he's quite a sailor. In fact, I told him as much in dissimilar terms while we were on the phone. I thought that was quite an amusing anecdote. Obviously, from the reaction I've had here in the studio, I was wrong. It's shortly news time. We have Alison Drow doing that for you. We should mention before we go to the news, Peter Boyd of Narrabeen is our winner in the Mars Olympic Sports Quiz this morning. Peter Boyd of Narrabeen has the Mars pack and a big chance of tomorrow's sensational prize. The Mars prize tomorrow, the trip to Barcelona to the Olympics, and I apologise once again, party.
Mr. Doug prepares to make his final confessions before taking up that missionary position on the Rock of the 90s, Triple M.
Listen, May West's estate may sue you. There'll be a demarcation dispute. I got you. Friends, I got you at 13 minutes after 8, and we've had so many requests for so many things, including this little anti-ad. On the other side of the break, we might get into a bit of Genius Summer Milner.
Oh, yeah.
Bob Gladfinger, we've had requests for them. But for now, it's the Diadora anti-ad, and we've had a few for this, including Party Sister Claire.
Yeah.
And Belinda Green. So here you go, guys. It's the Diadora anti-ad of 18 months ago. Hi, I'm Boris Becker. I play Wimbledon. I play all the Opens. French, US, Australian. I like to keep my footwork sharp. This Diadora double action tennis shoes.
Diadora, designed in Italy, superior in style and technology.
Diadora. The sport of life.
That's it. Thank you, Boris.
No problem. Have you got any more of those little red ones?
No, not for you. Boris.
Next from Branster Services, commonly known as Deadly Dinkum Dunnies Dunny service. Obviously they have a mobile loo, a portal service. I would like to see Fifi find a small portable toilet, the type that you have to drop your... Oh, charming.
Yes, that's a bit rude.
There's a bit of an obscene suggestion where you're concerned here, Fifi, and I'll protect you from that by not reading it and framing it and putting it in my office. One of the things that these people, Wayne, Leanne, Noddy, John, Humphrey, yes, Humphrey B. Bear, and Hat, wanted to hear was Bob Gladfinger, the Cryonics sketch, which actually appeared on the album. Which album? Oh, the first one. What a rude album. I've forgotten. Short-term memory problem. You know why. The Cryonics sketch we've got, I noticed as we were queuing it up, and I haven't listened to these albums for years, heaven knows this one was released in '82, that the Bob Gladfinger sketch was preceded by Genius Summer Milliner bit. It was only short, so I thought I'd put them both on the wireless for you.
Professor Julius Summer Milliner.
Good day to you. In my career in science, I have never made a significant discovery. I have never invented a cure for a terminal illness or produced a significant nuclear weapon. But I have managed to put over 60,000 eggs into milk bottles. Why, thank you.
Cryonics, or freezing bodies after death and then storing them until science finds the key to immortality, is pretty expensive at $65,000 a pop.
Or a nanakin. 65,000 for a nano, or the lilies, you know. They'll do anyone.
Australian inventor Bob Gladfinger feels that he has a way of putting immortality within the reach of the average family.
Freeze a jolly good fair, hey, freeze a jolly good fair, like, you know?
Yeah, Bob, what is your cryonic concept?
Are you ready for this, Ken?
Yes.
Oh, firstly, g'day, Kenny. You know, the
G'day,
niceties and that, lovely day,
Lovely
God's
day,
country
God's
and that.
country, right,
Would not be dead for quids, eh?
No.
But if you were to die there, Ken, silently, in the night, you'd do well to slumber into eternity with the Bob Gladfinger ICE. Hey, Ken?
ICE, what's that?
I.C.E. Ken, yeah, it stands for Individual Cryonic Esky. Marketing, eh? The ICE device.
I see.
Yeah. No, ICE.
No, what I meant was... well, how does it work, Bob?
Well, Kenny, we pack the esky up with dry ice, see here? Yeah, and then we put in the loved one, Ken, and freeze them until there's a cure, you know, in the future.
Yes, like they did with Walt Disney.
Like they did with Walt Disney, yeah, the well-known American animator, eh, Ken? Frozen solid, stiff as a drawing board, you might say. Suspended animation, eh? A little cryptic humour there, Ken, yeah.
Bob, it isn't very big, though. I mean, it looks like a regular-sized esky. I mean, you couldn't store very much in that, could you?
No, not much at all, really. Just the head, you know, Ken. Yeah, but that's the latest trend, eh? Quit while you're ahead, Kenny. Still, if you want to store the whole body, you know, you can do what we did with my mum.
Yes.
Just convert the old Ridgy-Digit home, you know, the old family fridge. Guess whose mum's in a whirlpool?
Bob, could you tell me how it works?
Oh, much easier to show you, Ken, yeah.
Right.
This is my demo model here. The old esky, and what we do is we pack her up with dry ice, you know.
Yes. And that's a dummy's head there, right?
How did you know it was Enzo, Ken?
I'm sorry? You're telling me that's your brother Enzo?
Exactamonte, Kenny, yeah. He's my testee.
You've packed his head in ice. I mean, isn't that dangerous, Bob?
Oh, no, Ken, no. I always wear gloves when handling the dry ice.
No,
yeah, otherwise nasty burns.
That's not what I meant, Bob. I mean, is Enzo all right?
I don't know, Ken. You know, his nose is cold, you know. That's always a good sign, isn't it? Hey?
Oh, gee.
Yeah, he's cool.
Well, okay. Well, good luck, Bob Gladfinger, and thank you.
Kenny, do you like a cold one? I've got a couple of cans in here as well. Hang on.
Gee, thanks, Bob.
Might have one myself, yeah.
Great.
Put you down for one?
Oh, well...
In tune with Mulray.
Nirvana. Enzo's found Nirvana, and now so have you, my dears. At 8:21 on Triple M. and he goes,
Oh, my God.
it's working extremely well, Reg. I am so proud of you. I mean, when you first came to us, it was a toss-up. Was it going to be the basket weaving, or were you going to have a job on the radio to help with your little problem? You got the job on the radio, and it's done wonders. You, as an entirely black person of Indian extraction, were incapable of an Indian accent, and we have worked on you, and we have worked on you, and now, ladies and gentlemen, listen to this.
Getting very, very good. Getting very, very
I don't know how I could possibly be doing all that to you. It's terrific, Reggie. I'm pleased.
I knew I'd learned something over the last 4 years.
25 minutes after 8, and we have had so many requests, we're just not getting through them. I thought if we sort of stopped doing the let's have a really big last day thing and extended it over 3 weeks, we might manage to get to half of the requests, and we still haven't done it. There are mountains of material to wade through. Long days and nights put in by the staff, Party Parslow and Fifi D'Amour in particular, looking for the things that you've requested. We've just found this one. It's a musical piece, and it's requested by an underaged fan, Rowan McKenzie. That's how he describes himself. Dear Uncle Doug, in my 8 years of listening to your show every morning, I've heard countless spots worth requesting, but there are a couple that I would particularly love to hear. So would you please play any or all of the following? The songs Wishing the Gays Away by Fred Nile, which we will get to maybe tomorrow.
Hope so.
Or the song about you being turned down for your own TV show, the day they turned Doug Mulray down. As I recall, this was recorded around about the time Ando's left the show and went to the ABC.
Yep.
It wasn't really a product of any bitterness. It's just that I'd always wanted an excuse to sing a band song.
Doug Mulray is my name. I wanted a TV show. When the offers came in, I did not know where to go. You see, it's haunted. Well, the money's no good, and the networks don't respect what they should. They said, Doug, you can go to hell anytime. I remember oh so well the day they turned Doug Mulray down. When the till stopped ringing, the day they turned Doug Mulray down. Little Andrew was singing, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Jesus, we only did a minute of it. Hey, I've got an idea. Let's get the proper one and play it out of the news. Oh, Charlie Fox. He was just out there, you know. They were escorting him in his dressing gown and his slippers from the perplexed wing of St. Vincent's Hospital. And he got into the car. He turned the radio on. He heard that. And he's back in again. It's shocking. On a drip. A drip on a drip. It's a brand new concept.
15 degrees at 8:34 as we return you to the good Reverend taking his palm in his psalm, or psalm in his palm, I should say, with a little bit of balm.
Thank you. Balm, that's B-A-L-M. Thank you.
I can spell.
Good.
Better than I can speak. More Rock of the 90s, Triple M.
Maybe you should get a job with the newspaper and go around harassing people who don't want to be photographed or interviewed. 25 minutes to 9 is the time. Oh, Frank's just left the booth.
Yeah, damn it.
That's
Do you want me to get him?
No, it's not important. It's just a fax from the listener. The listener's been with me for years now. The listener, I think we first acknowledged the listener at the Jays. We used to start the show and say, I hope the listener's up. I don't want to go to all this trouble if the listener isn't there. This is from the listener who's been with me for such a long time. Dear Uncle Doug, Friday will be a sad day for us all when you depart from our heart, and you shall be remembered forever. P.S. Please take Frank with you. I promise this. Hello, who's there? It's Doug Mulray, Triple M.
Bonjour, mon ami.
Oh.
Je m'appelle Gloria.
Gloria.
Le plume de ma tante est dans le vache vide.
The pen of my aunt is in the green cow. And did I translate that correctly, Gloria?
think you're right. Keith's been fooling with my French vocab again. He thinks he's such a wag.
No, it's awful when your vocab's interfered with, isn't it?
It is.
How's his gardening going, old Keith? You mentioned a little while ago, about a week ago, he was producing some prize-winning marrows.
Well, in a roundabout way. That's why I was calling.
Yeah.
You, of course, will be aware that yesterday, May 1st,
Yes?
was designated Save a Finger, Save a Thumb Day.
Yes, I read that, yes. I was looking forward to it. You know, I mean, it's going to be a highlight. I remember lying in bed with Elizabeth in the middle of the night over the weekend, unable to sleep with the excitement. You may not believe that, Gloria.
I do.
May 1st, I said, is Save a Finger Day. Save a Finger, Save a Thumb Day, Lizzie. God, I hope I'm up to it all.
It's a very important issue, Doug. More than 30% of all industrial injuries are to the hands, the fingers, and the arms.
Amazing.
Doug, have you ever contemplated life without fingers?
It's a grim thought, Gloria. And I'm telling you that for nothing. But what's this got to do with Keith's marrows? I mean, we're talking industrial injuries here all of a sudden.
Well, you know how elaborate Keith could get.
Yes.
He loves gadgets. If you could stick a battery in it or plug it into a socket, Keith's got to have it.
Yes.
We've got a few appliances at home, actually, that he's actually formed emotional as well as physical attachments to.
Yes, I'd rather not go into that if you don't mind, Gloria.
Well,
anyway.
Keith decided to mechanise the whole gardening system. There's a system of ropes and pulleys, and it worked off an old lawnmower engine, you see. Look, the idea was, as soon as the marrows had matured, he'd just throw a switch, and they'd be hauled from the ground with ropes.
I see. Was it an old two-stroke or a four-stroke?
I think it was a two-stroke.
I would have thought Keith was a two-stroke man, yes.
Yes.
Sounds brilliant, though, really.
Yes, it was a total disaster. While I was out, he decided it was harvest time. So he fired up the old two-stroke.
Yes.
And he released the main rope. Well, there was a knot in it. Of course there was. His finger got caught. Before he could say, he'd been hauled off the ground. Then one of his legs got caught. His neck got tangled up.
Oh, dear, could he breathe?
As usual, no.
Oh, dear.
I arrived home to find him blue in the face. You know that lovely azure colour he goes.
The lapis lazuli, yes.
Suspended in midair with a prize-winning marrow being slowly hauled towards him from behind.
Oh, dear. Did you help him down?
No, I couldn't. I was too fascinated.
We shouldn't laugh, should we?
I shouldn't, but I was just so fascinated.
Yes, Gloria.
But it was in the spirit of scientific inquiry, Doug.
Oh, dear.
I'd be the first person to witness the forced meeting of man and marrow.
Yes, was Keith all right? I mean, after the meeting?
Oh, he was fine.
Yes.
He was fine after a bit of mouth-to-mouth.
Goodbye, Gloria.
There's only one problem. We had to destroy the marrow.
How sad. 18 to 9 now. Mine, Billy Joel from 1980, sitting on the fence. You may be wrong, but you may be right. If he was any more on the fence, he'd die of terminal splinter poisoning, I suspect. A nasty splinter up the clacker, ladies and gentlemen, for Bill Joel. And I know a lot of people would wish him a nasty splinter up the clacker. He's not the most popular man in the world. He's had enormous success and sold a great many records, but he polarizes the audience. That's what research tells us. There are some people, ladies and gentlemen, who are just tired of Billy Joel.
Well, he's a bit of a whinger, isn't he?
He's the only reason I'm leaving. No. This is the paltry weather which we'll have to deal with until Warwick arrives. Is that right? The scribbly weather. Chance of a shower, but mostly dry. Let's hope so. I can't tell you at the moment because it's dark outside and I just can't see that cloud pattern. But the Bureau's saying a few showers again this morning and that they will clear. That's the good news. It's moving up to 6:08. We're saying hello to the toll collectors. I was told today that I was running out of time to say hello to them and that I hadn't said hello to them in 11 years, and it was about time I said hello to them. Hello, you toll collectors. Why I should be nice, I don't know, because immediately after they made their demand, I worked out that given the 2 years I spent at the Jays and the 11 years I've spent here, I've put about $5,000 through those bastards. It's pretty disturbing, isn't it? Just across a bloody bridge. I read about trolls when I was a child. I didn't realise you just dropped the R and got the same effect in adulthood. What else? Oh, hello to Ashley, who's been waiting outside in the foyer since 4 o'clock this morning.
Is that who that was?
Ashley, he's a fan. He thought he was missing a chance at an autograph. It was running down to the wire and he would make sure he got one. So he's been camped out there since 4 o'clock. The police came along and thought he was a burglar and searched his car. He's had a terrible morning, and all he got in return was my thumbnail dipped in tar. Ashley, you've been very patient. What else do we have to do, Party? We have to thank the Australian Rugby Union for their hospitality yesterday. We had a Wish the Wallabies Well luncheon at the Regent Hotel, the beautiful Regent Hotel, and it was, well, spectacular, was it not?
Terrific. Terrific.
Spent a good many hours in the company of Nick Farr-Jones, and
isn't he nice?
He's a very nice lad. He's a very, very, very nice lad. Captain of the world champion rugby union team, and they're pretty confident about the weekend. They're not overreacting to the brutality of last Sunday's game against the Waratahs. They're going out reserved and confident. He said that he felt that the brutality wouldn't put them off their game, it wouldn't exhort them to behave violently. What it would do would alert them to the intentions of the All Blacks and spur them to greater heights.
That's right.
You're going to bash the shit out of them. Fitting the Regent Hotel to keep it in line with the numerous elegant hotels